Narcissists often engage in toxic behaviors that make life difficult for their spouses, resulting in a harmful relationship dynamic. While not all narcissists behave in the same way, certain underlying factors drive them to treat their spouses poorly. Here are some reasons why narcissists may treat their spouses horribly. Need for control and domination. Narcissists have an intense need to control and dominate their relationships. They see their spouses as extensions of themselves, rather than separate individuals with their own needs and desires. By mistreating their partners, they maintain a sense of power and control, ensuring that the relationship revolves around their wants. Abusive tactics like belittling, gaslighting, or isolating the spouse help them keep control over the situation. Projection of insecurities. Many narcissists struggle with deep-seated insecurities, even if they outwardly display confidence. They project these insecurities onto their spouses as a way to avoid facing their own emotional pain. For instance, if they feel inadequate or unworthy, they may criticize or devalue their spouse to make themselves feel superior. This projection helps them protect their fragile self-esteem by displacing their negative feelings onto their partner. Devaluation. After the idealization phase, narcissistic relationships often follow a pattern known as idealization, devaluation, discard. At the start of the relationship, the narcissist may shower their spouse with attention, affection, and praise during the idealization phase. However, once they have secured the spouse's commitment, they may begin to devalue them. This shift often occurs because the narcissist becomes bored or the spouse no longer serves as an idealized, perfect partner. The devaluation serves to reaffirm the narcissist's superiority and keep the spouse in a subordinate position. Lack of empathy. A defining trait of narcissism is a lack of empathy, which allows narcissists to mistreat their spouses without feeling guilt or remorse. Because they struggle to understand or care about their partner's emotions, they may behave in ways that are hurtful or dismissive without recognizing the impact. This lack of empathy enables them to prioritize their own needs at the expense of their spouse's well-being. Need for narcissistic supply. Narcissists rely on narcissistic supply to sustain their sense of self-worth. This supply comes from external validation, admiration, or even conflict, which fuels their ego. In a marriage, the spouse often becomes a primary source of narcissistic supply. By creating drama, conflict, or emotional turmoil, the narcissist can draw attention to themselves and reinforce their sense of importance. Negative attention is often just as satisfying as positive attention for narcissists, leading them to mistreat their spouse to provoke emotional reactions. Fear of intimacy and vulnerability. Narcissists often fear true intimacy because it requires vulnerability, which threatens their need for control and their carefully constructed self-image. In a close relationship, their flaws and insecurities may become more visible. To avoid feeling exposed, they may create emotional distance by treating their spouse poorly. This behavior serves as a protective mechanism to prevent the spouse from getting too close or challenging the narcissist's self-perception. Entitlement and unrealistic expectations. Narcissists often have a sense of entitlement and believe they deserve special treatment. They may expect their spouse to meet their every need, anticipate their desires, and put the narcissist's happiness above all else. When these unrealistic expectations aren't met, the narcissist may react with anger, resentment, or abuse. Their inability to accept that their spouse has their own needs and limitations contributes to their harmful behavior. Punishment for perceived slights. Narcissists are highly sensitive to criticism or perceived rejection, often responding with narcissistic rage when they feel slighted.